What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, we have ourselves an update here that you guys probably should know about. So, SL here has now been continued on until the same time as Kanae. So it looks like they're both going to be exiting at the exact same time. Originally, I don't think they had her going quite as long, but she is in fact now going for 14 days and 23 hours, the exact same time frame as Kanae will be happening. Now, also, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you go and pick up the rune skill. I've given you guys plenty of guides in terms of what to choose. I myself, this is my free-to-play account, have decided to go with what I said I'm preaching all along, and that is magnifying slashes. So magnifying slashes officially is now a weapon or skill that I now possess under SJW, which is the most powerful skill in the game in current possession. All right, that may change, of course, with the way the new update comes through, but we don't know that, and for now I just want to go with what makes sense for me to have, and that is in fact having magnifying slashes. Now, if you have magnifying slashes at a legendary, you've had it for quite some time, you know how powerful it is, and the fact that it is a game changer when it comes down to pretty much every single mode in the game, including doing simple things such as POD, even not on Dark Day. That's right, even on non-Dark Day, it will do absolute domination in regards to how good it is, and it will make sure that you get onto the top 5, top 3, top 2 of your scores for sure. So I'm going to be doing this again now with magnifying slashes and getting myself up. If you guys can see the rankings, a lot of people have probably redone it since getting it. All I got to do is beat 13 and I got top 3. Should be really easy to do. Magnifying slashes should be your number 1. If you don't have it, vacuum wave number 2. And there's a few other ones that I listed. Go check out the video if you want to know what's going on. Also, did talk about the artifact event coming out tomorrow. And with that, I want you guys now to start saving for some extra things that are coming down the line. You guys can see I've got 40 out of 40. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more. I'm going to probably do like 6. I think it's 6 keys we get a day, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do an encore or instance just to make sure the keys are not used up. And then once that's complete, just so you guys are aware, it is time for you to start saving because the Dungeon Exploration Challenge is coming out. If you clear instances and encore mission dungeons, you will obtain rewards. This is going to come out with the actual event for artifact crafting. So chances are we're most likely going to get some of our tickets from this event. So if you want to be ahead of the game, guys, this is the time to start saving. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the different places you can get keys in case you do want to go a little above and beyond what you have. So I might not even do this. I might go ahead and actually start collecting extra keys right now in order to take advantage of what's coming down the line tomorrow. Right now we know the artifact event is coming for sure. Now we know this event's coming. So what you might want to do, guys, is go through your keys and see where you can purchase them now and just start holding them for the next 23 hours, which is going to be reset time, right? So for me personally, let me just see, did I buy this? I did buy it like an idiot and I got level 1. What a waste of 2,000 that was for me. All right, so let's go back to the exchange shop here. Do you guys know keys can obviously be purchased from the mana crystal exchange? Make sure to get all 4 of these. This will put you over the top now, right? That gives me 44. Proof of the Strong doesn't, I believe, have any, if I recall. Battlefield of Time, I believe, doesn't have any. And the co-op exchange, I believe, doesn't have any. So none of those places have them, but you can, of course, go into your guild shop and collect these ones from the guild. So if you have enough guild points, you've been collecting guild points, if you've completed your weapon like I have, and you have other means of getting yourself these points, this is the best place to spend them. Obviously is going to be getting yourself gate keys, which are super important. So get 3 of those and get 2 of these right now, and that will maximize the amount of keys you have sitting around. Now I would normally get this. I'm gonna wait till next week for that just so I can have it on top, but everything else here looks pretty damn good, and we're gonna move on. So make sure, guys, you do collect and hold on to those. Last time I told you guys to save, and the ones who did benefited greatly, and it helped you guys get ahead of the game in regards to what to go for in the artifact. Now, if you guys don't remember, I'm just going to quickly take a look at the last artifact event and show you guys exactly what we had to deal with. So if I go to artifact crafting, it was a little bit different than what we were used to. This was November 14th. Yeah, this was the latest. Oh man, it's been a long time since we had it. Okay, so this was the event right here. And the way we had to collect our tokens last time was through this actually exact event. Look at this. Check it out. Right? Look. If you look at the draw points, there was like a draw point here, and you had to do certain things in order to get these events. Hold on, let me go through this right over here. Right here. Look at that. Armor challenge. So there was an armor challenge last time to get points. Let me just go through the artifact crafting. There it is, crafting event right there. See, you got these like tickets right here, because a lot of people are asking, Payne, how does this work? So you got tickets last time, and then these tickets were used then to craft your armor, and then the armor chips were used last time in order to actually craft and re-roll the stats. So keep that in mind. What I mean by re-rolling is, like you'll see right now, you'll get an initial chance to get an armor. Right, let me just go to it real quick. Look, there's the like dailies you could do as well. Look at these. These are the dailies you could do, right? So you can consume 200 lower tier crystals. You can complete daily 5 missions, obtain 15 artifacts. These gave you guys these little chips, and these chips were used last time in order to get additional tokens to craft further armor, right? And sometimes they gave us extra ones along the way, but these challenges did exist. Those challenges for Encores did exist back then, and it looked like kind of like this. So I'm assuming something like this will come down the pipe, where we're gonna see armor. You have to get like specific gloves and boots. The other one will say like you'll have to get earrings. And so make sure tomorrow, guys, I'll remind you, just make sure tomorrow you look at what they're asking you to obtain. If you're obtaining the wrong things, you will not be getting the rewards you're supposed to get. And they're most likely going to do it this way. Well, you get to spend X amount of keys, obtain X amount of things, and this is what they'll expect from you. Now, keep in mind, these boots and gloves can also come from gates. That's why I purchased additional gates. So make sure you are getting your gate keys and using those as well. You guys can see I have additional gate keys here. You might want to save yours for tomorrow. I think that was a little bit of a mistake on my end, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Gate keys I'm doing also for purple, the purple tokens, right? So make sure you are getting those as well too, and focusing on getting break dungeons. And funny little story, I don't know if you guys know this, but break dungeons don't allow hunters to be involved. It's only SJWs. So that's kind of what it does. Now, for those who have never seen the event, I will show you guys kind of how it works. So here, let me go through this, and we'll craft. I think I craft a few things. So this is the option. This is what it looks like, right? I give you a couple options here to choose from, like in terms of gear. So you'll choose what you want, and then from there you'll get to choose a piece. So like, do you want a helmet, body armor, gloves, and boots? And then you get to choose the main stat from there. Once you choose the main stat, you'll actually have the RNG section of it. So now random stats will pop up, and this is where you can see you use armor chips to readjust your stats. So another good thing to start doing as well, if you want to start farming blue gates if you don't have them, or start buying the armor chips from the shop, right? And the armor chips in the shop are going to be from the same shop you saw earlier, the Mana Crystal Exchange right over here. You can buy 300 of them, and that's not a bad option right now, right? To just continue getting those for the time being. So as you do this, you'll get a chance to roll, and then if you don't like it, you pick the one that you like most. So you lock those stats, and then you can readjust the stats by clicking there. So again, what you're aiming for on your substats obviously is going to be what unit you're building it for, right? So for Thomas, you want additional defense percentage. So you pick additional defense as your main, defense percentage in there. You want damage increase, critical hit rate, etc., right? So those are defense penetration. So those are the 4 you'll go for. For SJW, you want like attack percentage as your main, or additional attack as your main. If you want a chance getting attack percentage as a substat with +3, which will give you more, then you want like crit rate, damage increase, defense penetration with additional attack or attack percentage, right? So again, you're always aiming for the top possible ones you can get through there, and that's how the event works. So it's very important, guys, that you do save these and start getting yourself the keys as quick as you can, and start saving up your gate keys as well in order to just get more armor pieces from here. I think above 40 though, you'll have plenty, so you don't really have to worry too much about it, but I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. The new event is dropping with the armor effect event as well, and they'll most likely be working in tandem. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.